Well, good morning. As I said, it's the first day of spring and it's time for spring cleaning, time of renewal and discarding stuff and making changes in your life and that sort of thing. And I did see one thing where I put some tips on my community wall. And I did see one thing from Martha Stewart. And I was like, she ain't doing all that work she's talking about. She got servants or maids or somebody to do it. She's not doing it at all. But I'm doing it. And so those tips, I hope they help somebody. And I remember when I was a kid, and younger, much, much, much younger, my mother, my auntie, my grandmother, I did not want to be around them in the springtime, the first day of spring or second day of spring even. Because, honey, they would do it. They would do it. They would get rid of, I mean, there wasn't nothing left. They would pull furniture out and wash the baseboards and um, just everything. And that's what I'm wanting to do. But um, I'm like a year behind on doing that extra stuff. Last spring didn't happen. So maybe this spring it will. But they would pull out furniture. And I mean, when they washed the baseboards, it was just like everything got clean. I think they even would have washed the light bulbs or something. But it's really a time to get back into gear and get started and renew your life. Experiences, live. And one of the things that I found that's been helpful to me is that's when I declutter and that's when I get rid of stuff. I'll put stuff in boxes and, you know, donate them, that sort of thing. Look at clothing that I haven't worn for the past year. Just a lot of stuff, getting rid of a lot of stuff. And it's hard when you have a business and you're running a business because you have to make room for that. You have to, quote, spring clean that. And trying to get your life ready until the next year when it's time to do it all over again. And the mopping, and I'm just grateful that at my age, I can still do it without help. I can still, I have to take a lot of breaks, but I can still get it done on my own. And I'm really grateful that I can. The other thing is, I looked in getting ready for this, and I'm taking a break now because I've already gotten started. Because this is, for me, the best time to do it when that cool night fresh air or middle of the night fresh air can enter the house and just freshen up everything. But I was wondering how many pots and pans and cooking things do we really need? I know for certain things we need, certain occasions we need certain things, but sometimes we have a lot of stuff. And so I've got an eye on downsizing on my pots and pans. And so I'm going to pull all those pots and pans out and clean those shelves. And then clean all the dishes, the shelves that the dishes are on. And that's how I'm going to start in my kitchen. Then I've got to go to the bathroom and get rid of a lot of expired medication like aspirins and things like that. They do expire. That's all part of my spring cleaning. And the heavy duty stuff is the floors and the walls and, you know, that sort of thing. So I've got a lot to do. But I hope that checklist helps somebody with their spring cleaning this year. It's on my community wall and I'm using it myself. I also saw a calendar, a spring cleaning calendar that I am going to be using. See if that helps me get, because one year, I tell you, maybe about 10 years ago, yeah, about 10 years ago, I was 2 years behind on spring cleaning. I mean, it was just so much to do because I was living in a house at the time, and um, we had to get the weeds pulled. You had to do um, all of that kind of stuff. The yard, get that ready for spring. Uh, with such hot weather, you had to get everything by the house, buffalo grass pulled up because in high fire hazard areas, buffalo grass is a fire hazard. So you had to get all of that up. And so with that, I had to do outside. By the time I did outside, which was equally as important, then I had to do inside. That's usually when I would paint, um, and things like that. So I'm getting ready to get started, and hopefully, like I said, the things I put on my community wall will help you get these tasks completed in an organized manner. Because sometimes you just sit around and you get up and you do it, and you're like, oh, I got to do that now. And the brain is funny. The brain is where if you think about it, the brain thinks you've done it already. And when there's a lot to be done, you get tired just thinking about it. So I'm about to get back up and finish my task for this day. And happy spring, everyone, and get to cleaning. Bye bye.